welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. Hope you've had a great weekend, and I hope you're ready for a great week. So today what I want to do is I'm going to share a secret with you that is probably the most important thing you need to know as an entrepreneur or as someone that wants to become an entrepreneur. And this is something that is absolutely vital for your success. But first of all, what I want to do is talk about the same thing we talk about every Monday is what is it that you need to do so that on Friday you can look back and say it's been a successful week, and more importantly, you're closer to your bigger goals. So leave me a DM wherever you're listening to this, leave a comment, email me at jeff@jeffheggie.com, whatever it takes. If you don't have clearly defined written out goals, go right now to jeffheggie.com/momentum and get my momentum series for free. It'll be a best way for you to figure out what those goals are and really set you on the right path. What I want to do is talk about this secret that you need to understand to be successful as an entrepreneur. And to start off, what I'm going to do, if you're watching on YouTube or any of the videos, Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. I'm going to read a little bit out of here just to start the conversation off. I don't know if Alexis will like this, said the executive at Sally Beauty Supply. Confused, my friend Perry Belcher asked, what? He set down his new scented hand sanitizer that he had just brought in to pitch at the meeting. He picked up his new UV nail polish and handed it to the group. Okay, well, how about this product, he asked. They looked at it, opened it up, and smelled it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Alexis isn't going to like this either, they replied. More confused than ever, and now a little frustrated, Perry brought out his third and final product to pitch them. In a similar fashion, they looked at the product, gave it a quick once-over, and then said, sorry, Alexis definitely won't be interested in this one either. More frustrated, Perry looked at the two executives he was talking to and finally blurted out, who is Alexis? Is she the decision maker? Why isn't she in this meeting instead of you two? Is she here? Can I just talk directly to her? I know that I can convince her that your company needs to sell these products. There was a moment of silence, then both of the executives burst out laughing. Alexis isn't a person. She's our customer avatar, one replied. What, Perry asked? He had never heard of a customer avatar before. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Alexis isn't a real person? The executives just smiled at each other and asked Perry to follow them into another room. When they entered the new room, he saw a wall full of pictures of Alexis, a fictional character who represented Sally Beauty Supply's dream customer. The wall also featured a full bio about who she was, how many kids she had, where they lived, how much money she made, and the type of home she was living in. The execs then went on to explain that everyone in the company was trained that when they make any decisions about what products to purchase, what colors to use in stores or their branding, and what ads to run, the promotions they create, what their websites look like, and the music they play in their locations, everything was run through the lens of Alexis's eyes. If it was something that Alexis would love, then the answer was yes. If it's something that she wouldn't love, then the answer was always no. So, I want to talk more about that. Do you know who your customer is? Who's your ideal customer? Who is your customer avatar? As entrepreneurs, what I see over and over is we're way too broad. We want to sell to everybody. And Seth Godin actually has a great quote. He says, everyone is not your customer. In fact, most people aren't. And what we need to understand is that is okay. So what I want to do today is I want to walk through a process. I've been through a number of different processes on figuring out who your avatar is, figuring out who your ideal customer is. And, you know, I've done it through funnel scripts with Russell Brunson. John Lee Dumas has some great questions, and I'm going to go through those ones today. And what I want to do, just as an example, so my new podcast, The Jeff Heggie Show, I'm going to go through those questions and answer it as if I'm talking about my new podcast, okay? So first question, and I want you to think about this for your own business or the business you're thinking of starting or whatever you're doing. What is the age of your avatar? Mine's 32. Male or female? Mine's female. Her name is Janice. 32-year-old female, her name is Janice. Is she married? Yes. Does she have kids? Yes, she has 3, 10, 8, and 6. Does she have a job? If yes, what? Janice is currently working as an office manager at a dental office. Do they commute to work? If yes, how long? Yes, she has a 25-minute commute to work daily. Do they like their job? Janice is good at her job. She likes the people she works with, but she doesn't feel fulfilled. She doesn't feel like she's doing everything she has the talent to do, and it's not really filling what she wants to be. What are her passions? Number one is her family. Her kids are active, and she always wants to be able to be a part of their lives and involved in everything that they're doing. She loves to focus on her own personal development and self-education. What are her hobbies? She enjoys the outdoors. She loves hiking, running, climbing, biking, anything that gets her outside. What does she do in her free time? She doesn't have a lot of free time to herself because she's doing everything in her power to spend it with her kids. She loves spending time doing things in the outdoors with her family. What are her dislikes? She doesn't like knowing that her skills, creativity, and entrepreneurial spirit are being wasted. She doesn't like having a boss that she knows that she has to do whatever the boss tells her to do. What are the skills they've acquired over the years? She's very much a people person. She's a great leader. She loves being around people and helping them to solve their own problems. She's creative and likes to show people how they can live with joy. What value can they bring to the world? She is great at being a creative leader to teams and help them to be successful. What are their life goals, ambitions, hopes, and dreams? She wants to start her own business. She wants to create a successful business where she can support her family and their dreams and still have the quality time that she wants to have with her family. What does the perfect day look like in her life? She begins it with an early morning success habits and then off to the gym to work out. She then gets the kids off to school and focuses on her business until the kids get home from school. Once they're home, they get all of her focus. The evenings are spent with her husband. What kind of content do they consume? How often? She loves reading personal development and entrepreneurial books daily. She enjoys podcasts that help her to become more confident in herself, learn more about entrepreneurship, and think bigger. What is their biggest struggle in life right now? Her own limiting beliefs. She's too scared to take that big step. What is the solution they're looking for? How to develop the confidence, create a powerful mindset, and get to the next level personally and professionally. Now, the next step that JLD says is to take that information and write a 500-word essay or bio about your avatar. So I'm not going to read my whole bio, but I wrote this. Janice is a 32-year-old mother of 3 working as an office manager at a dental office. She has a 25-minute commute to work and listens to business and personal development podcasts to and from work every day. Her family is her number one priority. She enjoys her job and the people she works with, but she really wants to use her talents to start her own business and become an entrepreneur. She has brilliant ideas for the business she wants to start, but she lacks the self-confidence she needs to overcome her own limiting beliefs that are holding her back from taking that big step. Janice is my perfect listener for the Jeff Heggie Show. If I know that that is who I'm speaking to from that podcast, that makes it easier for me to know what I'm focusing on, the topics I'm going to talk about, answering questions I have about different things. I know that she is the person I'm speaking to. Does that mean she's the only one I'm speaking to? No, of course not. I have males, I have females, I have older, I have younger, and hopefully everything I'm doing will be beneficial to all of them. But by being specific about who my perfect customer is, it helps me to narrow down what I need to look at and the things I need to talk about. So why do so many people resist getting so specific with their avatar? It's because they want to create something for everybody. They want to create something that everybody wants and they can serve everyone. And if they do that, they can grow their audience or their customer base faster and be more successful. But the problem is, without having your perfect customer, without having that avatar, you don't have that North Star that you can look to when you need direction. So I'm not saying that having an avatar is going to be the only customer that you're focused on, but that's your North Star. That's the one that's going to help you to figure out what you need to do and where you need to go. So whether you've been in business for 20 years or you're just looking to start up your own business, figure out who your avatar is. If you haven't listened to the Jeff Heggie show, go listen to it. Listen to what I talk about. You might not be Janice, and it could be the perfect podcast for you. But when I'm making decisions on what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about, I know what Janice is desiring to do in her life, and I know the things that I can say that are going to help her to be successful. Yes, it's going to help a lot of other people as well, but it helps me to have that North Star and be focused on where I need to go with things. Now, I think these are some important things to talk about for entrepreneurs and people that are wanting to be entrepreneurs. So I think this week what I'll be doing is I'll talk more about this stuff. I'll talk about your niche market. I'll talk about different things that you need to understand, because as I said before, when we try to be too much to too many, we end up being nothing to anybody. When you can really specify who you're trying to serve, who your customer is, your perfect customer, you're going to be a lot more successful. I'd love to hear your comments on this. Please leave me comments, send me DMs, email me at jeff@jeffheggie.com, whatever, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear who your customer avatar is. Tell me all about them. If you haven't gone through this exercise before, I'm going to put these questions in the show notes. These are questions from John Lee Dumas, and I'll put those in there. I'll put the link for Russell Brunson's book that you can get that for free as well. As I talk about more of these things this week, make sure to go through the process of each one. Go through the work of figuring these things out, because it's going to be a huge benefit for you, either in the near or far term, but it's going to be a big benefit for you and your business. Now, these are the things that we can also focus on in my one-on-one coaching or in our mastermind groups. If you're in the service industry, please go check out jeffheggie.com/skilled service success. Find out more about the mastermind I'm doing with my partner, Tanya Wilson. It's going to be incredible. Anyone else, if you're not in this service industry, go to jeffheggie.com, scroll to the bottom, and find out more on the Inner Circle Mastermind. It's an incredible mastermind that we go through things like this, but it's just a way to help each other take yourself to the next level. But these are exercises that you need to do. So, love to hear about it. Please share this with someone. I'll be back with you tomorrow.